welcome everybody to the Dodge Bow build. I am the 7th Sword, and now it's time. I'm going to be placing a spoiler warning here. I'm going to be going over endgame Monster Hunter Rise content and showing 2.0 content, so if you do not want to be spoiled on monsters, armor pieces, all sorts of stuff like that, please turn back. This build is mostly just for fun build. It's not any sort of crazy meta build or anything like that. It's just a specific type of playstyle where you're dodging and attacking the monster all around and then always maintaining your bow charge so that you can do some decent damage. But honestly, this build doesn't really focus on a lot of damage. It's focusing more on the maneuverability and maintaining the charge. So you can rack up a lot of damage in a short amount of time if you're really precise with your shots, but your individual shots are going to be much weaker than if you actually went for a critical build or for a build where you're maxing out the damage potential for all the different arrow types with pierce jewels, spread jewels, things like that. For the bow itself, I'm using the Night Flight because I like the affinity, and I actually went back and I put Silkbind Boost on a previous iteration of the weapon and I kept it, and then I upgraded it to Night Flight. Silkbind Boost actually increases the damage done by your Wirebug attacks, so it's pretty nice to have that on there. For the helmet, I have the Mighty Bowfeather to give you that bow charge plus. Again, a good way to get some extra damage out of this build since we're not really going for that, so anything we can get a little extra along the way is pretty nice just to keep it competitive. For the chest piece, I'm using the Vayak Mail. For the gauntlets, I'm using the Rachna Arm Guards. For the coil, I'm using the Nargacuga Coil. For the greaves, I'm using the Rachna Greaves. For the Petalace, I've chosen the Underworld Petalace just because it does give you that stamina at 100 and it does give you some decent defense as well if you want to get those along the way. If you go in there with maximum stamina, it's pretty ridiculous. You can pretty much shoot forever. You don't have to worry about it, especially when you stack this build with Dash Juice. And for the talisman, I have one that comes with Evade Window at level 2, Quick Sheath level 1, and there are 2 level 2 decoration slots on it, so it's pretty nice for slotting in some other things like Weakness Exploit and Evade Extender. As always, I have a Power Charm, Power Talon, Armor Talon in my inventory at all times. For the decorations on the bow, I have one Physique Jewel. On the Mighty Bowfeather, nothing because it has no slots. On the Vayak Mail, I have a Pierce Jewel, Evasion Jewel, and Defense Jewel. On the Arm Guards, I have an Evasion Jewel. On the Coil, I have an Evasion Jewel. On the Greaves, I have a Defense Jewel. And on the Talisman, as mentioned before, I have a Tenderizer Jewel and a Jumping Jewel. When everything is said and done with the 2 defense jewels I have equipped, and if you get all the Speary Birds out in the field, you'll be at 491 defense. Your fire resistance will be at 6, water resistance at 0, thunder resistance -7, ice resistance -6, dragon resistance is at 3. Now you can mitigate those negatives by swapping out the defense jewels for the proper element jewels, and then you can also eat for that element as well before going out. With all the decorations and all the armor working together, this is what you end up with. You end up with Constitution at level 5, Evade Window at level 5, Stamina Surge at level 3, Evade Extender at level 3, Defense Boost at 2, Critical Eye 1, Weakness Exploit 1, Bow Charge plus, Quick Sheath, and Pierce up. Again, I wanted to get some extra damage in there just so that you're not doing nothing. Again, this bow is mostly just for fun, just because of the playstyle you can get out of it. You can swap in your favorite bow as long as it has a 2 slot, you'll be good to go. Or if you don't mind sacrificing 1 point of Constitution if it doesn't. But again, this is mostly just for fun because I really like the way this bow plays, which I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so now I'm going to show you exactly how I play this bow. Now you want to put in your close range coating, that's what this whole thing is about. You're actually going to be staying pretty close to the monster at all times. You have that evade extender and you have evade window. So you should be able to pretty much dodge anything as long as you know the timing. Doesn't mean you're invincible, but you do have a better chance of not getting hit. You always want to drink your dash juice, because it's going to make this build ridiculous. And then this is basically what I would be doing. You attack the monster with your dodge, shoot, dodge, and then you maintain your charge. And once you get to full charge, the closer you are to the monster, the better. And as long as you can be next to a weak point, then that would actually be much better because you'll keep your charge up, you'll be attacking it while you dash, and you can maintain that max charge to dish out as much damage as possible. It's pretty fun. And as you can see, your stamina doesn't really drain. And actually, once you start getting a little bit lower, you use your Wirebug ability, and that dash gives you some stamina back because of the time it takes to activate it. I really wanted to showcase this bow in an actual monster fight, so enjoy a Chameleos. And that is the Dodgebow build. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I actually think it's a ton of fun. It's a little squishy, but if you know how to evade at the right moments, it's a really, really fun build. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you all later.